If you were to ask me where you could find some of the finest pieces of literature the internet has to offer, I would tell you to look no further than the Trollpasta Wiki. And because my bitch ass caught the cold, instead of ruining the end of the Cave Horror Project series, I decided to hop on the Trollpasta Wiki with my buddy Klaus and see what kind of garbage we could find. So, because I just noticed that there's a random button. I can just hit random on like a Trollpasta. It was a normal day. I had woken up, and since I had nothing to do, I went outside and saw a garage sale. I went in and checked what was there, and I found an SNES and a copy of Super Mario World in it for $1. Me. Hello, can I buy this console? Salesman. You're the salesman.
Yes, you can get it for free.
Then I got confused, but I didn't care. I bought it, but the salesman was grinning in an evil way. I didn't care, and I went into my house, plugged in the SNES in. I plugged the SNES in, and put the cartridge in. The intro was normal, but the sound was slower than the game started, and that cutscene in Yoshi's house had no text. I went into Yoshi's Island and won, but there was no music. I grabbed a Yoshi, but this is the fucking longest run-on sentence I've seen in my entire life. I grabbed a Yoshi, but it was red and parts of it looked like they were bitten off, but I thought it was a glitch, so I shirked.
I think that's the first period in that story.
Yeah, it is. And it's a fucking typo. So I shirked it off, and then I started eating some enemies, but they were killed in a bloody way. I got spooked, but I decided to finish the level. Then the game froze and the console turned off. I turned it on again and the game automatically started on the map. I continued in the game. It was the same except that when I beat the Koopalings, Yoshi ate them in a realistic way and they bleeded, and I got a WTF face, and then a screamer showed up and I appeared on the final battle, except that Bowser had no eyes and his entire face was bleeding. And his skin was black. I was like, what?
It was his skin being black that made him cool.
His skin turned black and he was like, hold on, something's up here. Then the screen showed the devil and it said 666, and the devil said with a diabolic voice,
"Ah, you were gonna die! I killed your family!"
And then I saw my family die. He also stole my iPhone. I then pressed A. And the game continued. I took half of the devil's life, and then he controlled Yoshi, and Yoshi started attacking Mario, an adult. I'm getting fucked up. This guy's spelling is giving me a stroke. And Yoshi started attacking Mario in a diabolic way. I then started to cry, and then Mario had one life, so I threw water at the console. The devil started to die, and then I had a heart attack. Then I woke up in my friend's house, but I had one lug. I then went back into my house and threw the console away, and then I went to sleep. Yeah, he just come back and just threw it away, went to bed. He's like, oh, that takes care of that takes care of
also,
that,
I'm not sure if that typo, then I woke up in my friend's house, but I had one lug. I thought that was maybe lung or leg, and I'm not sure which, and I don't know if they even knew.
Yeah, which means he fucking walked with one leg back to his house. And then the first thing he does was throw his console away and then go to sleep. Then I woke up and the console was at the top of me. Oh, it's not even over yet, dude. Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
I screamed and then turned the console on and started playing again. This time the game changed. And there was not title screen, and I saw Mario suicide himself. I vomited, and then the game said, "You will die." Then I ran away and went to sleep in a park bench. Then I got bored and went back into my house, and then the game said, "You shouldn't have done that." Then the game started stabbing me, and I nearly died, but I decided to continue playing. Then I threw some blood fireballs, and it took a big chunk of his health, and then the stage disappeared, and I was teleported to a stage that looked like Mortal Kombat.
Alright.
Then Bowser throwed some red bombs, but I managed to kick him off. Then Bowser got mad and transformed into Mega Bowser and started attacking Mario. I had a mushroom. I had a mushroom, so I survived. Just putting that out there. Because I had a mushroom, I survived. Then I grabbed a bomb and threw a blood fireball at it, and it exploded Bowser, blowing him up, and then the console started to burn, and the whole house burned out, but I escaped. Then I got a phone call, and I found who created it. It was the salesman. He created the game, tortured me, because he was the leader of a cult that my dad was at one time, and he wanted revenge, and then he disappeared. Then I woke up in a mental hospital, and then I explained to him what happened, but they didn't believe me, and they said I was crazy and dumb. This happened to me. Never buy Mario World for $1, or you will experience the true horrors of mankind.
I got an issue with this story.
What's that?
I got an issue with this story. The devil stole his phone. He couldn't get a phone call.
That's a good point. It's okay, though. Apparently, this creepypasta has been said to be false by the police department.
Hi, my name is Timmy. Me and my Russian brother used to like playing Marf Karf 63. But then we played the rip-off of that game, Mario Kart 64. We wanted to play the rip-off really bad. So Father went out and looked for Mario Kart 64 at Blockbuster. We waited for 3 years and Father finally got home. Father said, "Sorry it took so long. Here is your epic game." At this time, Russian brother was in Russia for vacation. Is it only his brother Russian? Did I fuck that up? Was in Russia for vacation. So I had to play it with Dad. "Son, I'm sorry. I have to go get the milk." Father didn't return for another 2 years. I decided I will play Mario Kart 64 by myself. I inserted the cartridge and turned the Nintendo 63 on. I was on the menu screen, however, the eyes of the Mario gang were soulless. I literally crapped myself because I was so scared. I literally shit myself, dude.
I shit myself.
So I got to character select, and there was a character I never heard of. Character's name was Waluigi. I choose Waluigi because he reminds me of my father's boss. Alright. I choose the Epic Cup and started the race. As soon as it started, Waluigi got hit with a shell in the head and was bleeding. I was so scared. Waluigi was then run over my Mario, and then Mario reversed the cart and ran Waluigi over again, and finally went forward and ran over Waluigi one last time. I was so legit crapping and peeing myself. All that was left of Waluigi was a massive thing.
I was just pooping, dude. I was just pooping and pissing and
everything
shitting
was
and
leaving.
Farting and
every
peeing
hole. And I turned off the console. Then Mario, with soulless eyes, came out of the TV. Before he could get me, my Russian brother got home from vacation.
Oh yeah.
And shot Mario with soulless eyes to death.
My Russian brother. Have to clarify every time that my brother is Russian.
Mother Russia will always win, said Russian brother. I said, "Let's go." "What?" screamed Russian brother. "You're possessed by Marf." The last thing I said before I beaten by my Russian brother was eating a burger with no honey mustard. The end. Or is it?
Eating a burger with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
I'm Jake.
One time Bob Marley was a zombie and he fell into a pit and he landed in ooh. Then he saw the candy and he was high off his ass. So he ate the candy and shit. Rainbows. Pro tip, rainbows are an equivalent to rainicorns. Then Lady Rainicorn came from the sky and started speaking
Korean.
Why did you translate this? Oh my god! All of a sudden, Finn came, he came. And then Bob Marley said, "What the hell?" and left. And then he went to the Ice King's place and started shitting everywhere.
A man in Wyoming was sentenced to life in prison for unknown reasons. He died 5 days after being incarcerated. When they searched his cell, They found that his toilet flushed the opposite direction.
What the fuck? What was this person trying to accomplish? I saw a very fine glass of water today. It was still being poured into the glass when I was seeing it. There were bubbles floating from where the water was getting poured into the rest of the currently poured water. It had a beautiful color of blue, so beautiful in fact that I didn't know if it was real water. So I snatched the water glass from my neighbor's backyard and drank it. Turns out it was full of lethal chemicals, and I died from the chemicals dissolving my body inside out. That is the story of the fine glass of water I drank today. Alright, dude, that was a good plot
Tag,
twist.
what a twist.